Chair now recognizes Ms. Brown from Ohio.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to start by highlighting Savannah Williams-Wynn, our 2023 Congressional Foster Youth Delegate. Savannah, welcome to the Oversight Committee. Today, I'm pleased that we are holding a hearing to discuss the Biden administration's policies to protect the safety and well-being of the American people. Unfortunately, President Biden inherited a federal government in disarray. Today, we've learned policies enacted by the previous administration protected industries like big pharma and big oil and the wealthy at the expense of everyday people. Right-wing extremists, including some on the federal courts, have repeatedly struck down regulations that enhance public health. So, Ms. Caston, because of our limited time, I would respectfully request if you could respond by answering yes or no. Does the administration have the legal authority to enact rules to lower drug prices and mandate affordable reproductive health care services?
Yes, sort of.
Okay. Ms. Katzen, are some of the rules and regulations put forward by Biden-Harris administration designed to restore access to public health protections that the Trump administration stripped away?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. The Biden-Harris administration has restored federal funding to reproductive health care clinics that provide a comprehensive array of essential reproductive health care services. These efforts ensure that women in all communities, regardless of income, have access to safe and comprehensive medical care before, during, and after pregnancy. Such access to affordable health care is especially important for Black and brown women who bear the brunt of the maternal mortality crisis in this country. Lastly, the Republicans' REINS Act goes as far as requiring both chambers of Congress to approve a major rule before it can go into effect, giving each chamber veto power over all agencies' actions. Ms. Katzen, what would it mean for public health if a single chamber of Congress had the power to block a major regulation?
The REINS Act has many problems embedded in it, and there are some constitutional questions about charter and one-house vetoes that are pertinent, but it would be an absolute nightmare. Congress has a great deal of difficulty doing its primary job of preparing a budget every year. How could it conceivably spend the time and effort to review the regulations that multiple agencies have been producing in response to authorizing legislation? A nightmare.
Thank you very much. The Biden-Harris administration is using its rulemaking authority to defend and enhance access to life-saving health care. The burdens of unjust regulations aren't coming from the Biden-Harris administration. They're coming from the agenda on the other side of the aisle. While Democrats work to protect Americans, my colleagues attempt to regulate our history and culture. We regulate pollutants. They regulate books. We regulate tax cheats. They regulate the LGBTQ community. We regulate assault weapons, and they regulate abortion. So let me propose a question. Which requires strict government regulation? Giant industries or our school librarians? Through rulemaking, President Biden is taking decisive action to ban ghost guns, expand access to over-the-counter hearing aids, remove chemicals from our air and drinking water, and so much more. And because of that, I am proud to support the people-centered regulatory action of the Biden-Harris administration. And with that, Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
Would the lady yield to a question?
No, the lady will not.
Okay. Well, Mr. Fallon, I guess Chair recognizes you for 5 minutes. I was just going to ask if what the president's position was on regulating tax cheats, but
Well, I think we're gonna-
Chair recognizes you for.
Chairman, thank you. I think we might find that out soon with a lot of the information that we've been discovering of late. You know,